On the news tonight, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says re-electing Governor Yetola depicts more infrastructural development in the state. 20 INEC resident electoral commissioners retire in August. Nigerian army vows to tackle proliferation of arms in the country. Ebola virus hit Democratic Republic of Congo. Good evening. Welcome to the major report. Babatunde Bolatito is my name. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State and his Kano State counterpart, Abdullahi Ganduje, have spread the hard work of the All Progressive Congress in ensuring the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola on August 16th. According to them, re-electing Governor Oyetola is a way of sustaining the ongoing developmental transformation in the state. They gave the perspective in Okuku during the campaign tour of the governor to the area. Governor's office correspondent Sayao Noridi now completes the story.
In company of the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, as well as the Kano State Governor, Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje, the campaign train of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola drove into Okuku, the headquarters of Oduotin local government area of the state of Osun, to solicit support for his re-election in the forthcoming gubernatorial election. As a mark of respect for the traditional institution, the first port of call for the governor and his entourage was the palace of Olokuku. Governor Oyetola, who was ushered into the ancient town amid fanfare and jubilation by party supporters, maintained after receiving the symbolic royal blessing that if re-elected in the forthcoming gubernatorial election, he is poised towards ensuring policies and programs that would make life more meaningful for the citizenry across the state. Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Kano State Governor, Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje, as well as the National Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, Senator Iyola Omishore, said that Governor Oyetola has made the party proud in terms of his outstanding performance, adding that it is befitting for the state in sustaining good governance as well as projecting Yoruba presidency in person of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu onto a national stage. Olokuku of Okuku, Oba Samuel Abioye Oyebode, as well as other traditional rulers and chiefs in the area who commended Governor Adegboyega Oyetola for a yeoman job noticeable across the state, stressing that residents in the area are sincerely committed towards the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial election. Addressing teaming members of the All Progressive Congress at Okuku Town Square, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Kano State Governor, Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje, as well as the National Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, Senator Iyola Omishore, urged the residents of Osun to sustain the tempo of accelerated economic developments and infrastructural transformations being witnessed across the state under the leadership of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola.
I'm happy to have them around to support me in my bid to ask for the election. They have been wonderful brothers. Apart from being APC governors, they're my brothers. You recall that Sanwo-Olu is my very, very good brother. Dr. Ganduje was my chairman for the first time. And he has told you that this one is going to be conclusive. So I'm happy to see them around. It gives me the courage.
We felt there's a need for us to come and support him. We believe this is proper, right, and fit. And to also feel, the mood of the state. And we've seen it, like you said. We've been inside the rain, we've been out of the rain, we've gone on a journey. And everywhere we've been to, you've seen tremendous troop-out of crowd, right? From traditional rulers to religious leaders, even to trade unions.
From what I have seen with this large crowd, I think it's a matter of time. There will be an overwhelming victory for this coming election, because the people of Osun State have now decided to vote again Boyega Oyetola for the second time. That is why they call it 4+4. So we are here to support you. We are here to encourage you. You are here to create an enabling environment so that he becomes governor again for the next 4 years.
The governors are the chairman and the co-chairman of the campaign council. It shows unity of purpose. It shows our seriousness of taking the state. It shows that we are committed to this state. And we are committed to it. So that shows that our winning streak is certain on the 16th of July.
The state chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Prince Boyega Famodun, the Director General of Oyetola's Campaign Council, Senator Ajibola Bashir, as well as Engineer Adeniran Ibitoye, implore residents in the area to ensure the victory of Governor Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial poll in transforming the profile of the state. From the governor's office, Sanya Onoride reporting.
In a related development, Governor Oyetola has voiced his commitment towards infrastructural development and overall welfare of the citizenry. The governor made a commitment at the Freedom Park in Oshobo while receiving members of the Motorcyclists Association who came to express their support and endorsement of the governor for re-election. Governor's office correspondent Sayan Onide now brings details.
Receiving members of Osun State chapter of Association of Motorcyclists at Freedom Park, Oshobo, the state capital, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola reiterated his commitment towards the unfolding transformational developments as well as overall welfare of the citizenry if re-elected in the forthcoming gubernatorial election. Governor Oyetola, who appreciated the support of the association, said that his focus is to lift the profile of the state. Laudable initiatives has been demonstrated across the state for incoming generation. In their separate remarks, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, as well as the Kano State Governor, Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje, and the Director General of Oyetola's Campaign Council, Senator Ajibola Bashir, lauded the association for their conscious effort towards sustaining good governance unfolding under the leadership of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola across the state, adding that it is imperative for the association to come out en masse with their permanent voters card to ensure the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial election. State Chairman, Amalgamated Commercial Motorcycle Owners and Riders Association of Nigeria, Akomoran, Mr. Ibrahim, who reiterated that members of the association across the state remain committed towards the victory of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial election, maintained that the disposition of the association to support the re-election of Governor Oyetola was born out of his outstanding performance in infrastructural developments that is pivotal to the livelihood of the association. Also on ground to receive the association were the wife of the governor, Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola, the deputy governor, Mr. Benedict Alabi, the wife of the deputy governor, Mrs. Oyefunke Alabi, the state chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Prince Boyega Famodun, as well as members of the State Executive Council, members of the State House of Assembly. Earlier, the association observed solidarity walk from steel rolling area in Oshobo, passing major routes on the axis and terminated at Freedom Park, Oshobo. From the governor's office, Saya Onoride reporting.
Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has reiterated his commitment to clear all outstanding arrears and further consolidate on his good governance that will improve the welfare of the citizenry. Governor Oyetola stated this in Oshobo while addressing the mammoth crowd after the walk to victory which took place at Ayetoro Junction and terminated at the Government House, Oshobo. Here are details.
A health walk, which took off from Ayetoro Junction or Rotigbono Ajegunle Old Garage, Okefia, and terminated at the Government House, Okefia, Oshobo, witnessed the presence of chieftains of the ruling All Progressives Congress, such as former Deputy Governor, Mrs. Titi Monle, member representing Olorun State constituency, Honorable Kule Akonde, speaking at the government house, Oshogbo, Osun State, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola reiterated his commitment to clear all outstanding areas and further consolidate on good governance that will improve the welfare of the people. He noted that his outstanding performance across all sectors of the economy in the last 3.5 years is a tip of the iceberg, adding that more democracy dividends await everyone if he is re-elected in July 16 poll. The governor urged every voter to keep their permanent voter card, said there will be adequate security across all polling units, and assured all voters to go out and cast their vote without any fear. Also speaking on the program, the immediate past deputy governor, Mrs. Titi Poundley, lauded Governor Oyetola for running an all-inclusive government which takes care of citizens and residents. Should assure the governor of the unwavering support of Oshogbo and all other people to return in for the second term.
Àwọn ọmọ wa tó wà ní Ọlọ́ndà àti Òṣogbo wọ́n fi ìfẹ́ wọn hàn fún takuntakun tí gómìnà ti gbé ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́, wọ́n wá ní àwọn fi ọwọ́ sí kí gómìnà kó ṣe ẹ̀kejì.
In his good message, a member representing Olorundasi constituency at the House of Assembly, Kunle Akonde, described Governor Oyetola as God's gift to Osun and called on all voters to vote massively for the governor next weekend. They similarly urged all electorates who have not collected their permanent voter cards to do so for them not to be disenfranchised.
The tenure of no fewer than 20 state resident electoral commissioners will expire with effect from tomorrow. Findings by NISBEN indicated that many of the recs will retire from the electoral body between July 6 and August as their 5-year tenure winds down. The electoral commissioners were among the 27 officials appointed in 2017 by President Muhammadu Buhari. It was learned that some of them had served their second term and are not eligible for reappointment. The INEC National Electoral Commissioner for Reformation and Voter Education, Mr. Festus Okoye, confirmed the imminent vacancy in the commission. The Senate is required under Section 154 of the 1999 Constitution to screen those nominated for the position of INEC National Commissioners and Resident Electoral Commissioners. Those nominated and subsequently confirmed an appointment by the Senate as resident commissioners include Professor Goswillow Bioma Abia, Ibrahim Abdullahi Adamawa, and Alhaji Ahmed Makama Bauchi. Others are Dr. Mahmouda Aisa Kebi, Professor Samuel Egu Hogi, Ambassador Rufus Akeju Lagos, Professor Mustafa Zubairu Niger, Agboki Olaleke Ogun, among others. The spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mrs. Francisca Omaluyi, says the Nigerian government is making efforts to facilitate the placement of Nigerian students who have fled war-torn Ukraine into tertiary institutions in the country to enable them to continue their education. She said this in a statement published on the ministry's website, as interested students have been directed to visit the ministry website and complete the Nigerian student in Ukraine registration with the required information on or before 15th of July 2022. The 2022 Batch B Stream 1 core members in Osun State have been charged not to neglect the skill they have garnered during their orientation camp course in camp and ensured their services to humanity and add values to themselves and the society at large. The Director General, NYSC Brigadier General Muhammad Fadda, gave the charge at the passing out parade closing ceremony of the camp orientation corps for the 2022 Batch B Stream 1 core members in Osun State at the NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp at the Oluwatobi Loba Odunuga now reports.
In his address at the National Youth Service Corps passing out parade closing ceremony of the camp orientation course of the 2022 Batch B Stream 1 core members in Osun State, the Director General NYSC Brigadier General Fada acknowledged the patriotic zeal with which the corps members have demonstrated in their participation in camp activities and the exhibition of high level of discipline, urging them to remain resolute in the face of daunting challenges associated with their service year. The NYSC Director General, who was represented by the State Coordinator, Mrs. Olayinka Abdul-Wahab stated further that it is no doubt that the National Youth Service Corps NYSC scheme has awakened the capabilities of Nigerian youth in one raw task of nation building with their contribution to the nation's greatness. Mrs. Abdul-Wahab enjoined the 22 batch P-Stream 1 Corps members to always perform their duties with due diligence, adding that they are expected to abide with the rules and regulations of the scheme and that of the place of their primary assignments. The NYSC State Coordinator noted that Corps members should be wary of acts that portray negative image of the NYSC scheme, especially vices which includes drug abuse and trafficking, cybercrime, and advanced free fraud, among others.
Encourage you to build on the skills acquired by availing yourselves of opportunities for post-camp training, as this will go a long way in empowering you for self-reliance.
Passing out parade closing ceremony of the camp orientation course of the 2022 batch P-Stream 1 Corps members in Osun State witnessed the inspection of the state coordinator, Mrs. Olayinka Abdul-Wahab. The Corps members gave a salute to show their readiness to serve their fatherland. Oluwa Tobiloba Odunuga, reporting for OSBC News.
1 month after the gruesome massacre of worshippers at St. Francis Catholic Church of Ondo State, Nigerians have called on the federal government to stop paying lip service to the issue of security. Those who spoke in separate interviews with OSBC News bemoaned the state of insecurity in all parts of the country and the need for government to tackle it headlong. Oluchi Amuda now completes the story.
The ancient town of Owo in Ondo State was thrown into mourning following the terrorist attack on worshippers at St. Francis Catholic Church that left 40 people dead and several others wounded. The incident threw not only the people of Owo, but the entire country into mourning. The southwest region felt it the more as the governors rallied round their Ondo State brother, Rotimi Akeredolu, and further reiterated their commitment towards strengthening the regional core codenamed Amotekun. The gruesome attack, which happened on the Pentecost Sunday, also spread fears among the people who constantly asked how and when the country got into such a situation. 1 month down the line, Nigerians are still not happy that the state of insecurity has persisted in our parts of the country. Speaking with OSBC News, President of Osun Muslim Community, Alhaji Mustafa Olawiyu, said it is unfortunate that Nigeria is no longer safe for anyone, adding that the time has come for government to intensify efforts in fulfilling its #1 priority of protecting lives and property.
Something that's general should be done. 1, reorientate Nigerians, improve the economy of the country. The youth, the population of the youth is more than 70% in this country. It means that they control the nation. But if they are impoverished, then whatever system you put on will not work.
Speaking in the same vein, the Osun State Chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Right Reverend Amos Ogorinde, noted that identifying the root causes of the insecurity challenges in the country and tackling them headlong is the way to go.
The state of insecurity in Nigeria, to me, is beyond the issue of installation of CCTV. Because these people, they are not covering their faces. You see them physically entering and killing people. You see them physically accosting people on the road, kidnapping people, taking them into the bush, demanding for ransom, and threatening to kill the victim if the ransom is not paid within stipulated time.
In her submission, the Police Public Relations Officer in Osun State, Mrs. Yemisi Opalola, maintained that the issue of security should be everyone's responsibility. She advised the public to always be vigilant and be security conscious at all times.
If you suspect any strange movement around you, the people that you don't see around your area, cry out, let people know, so that everybody will join hand together to ensure that that person leaves that environment, or tell the police, inform the police on time, or any other security agencies that are around.
Analysts believe that strengthening Nigeria's internal security is the surest way of engendering a prosperous nation. Oluchi Amuda, OSBC News.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian army has stated its resolve to checkmate the proliferation of arms and light weapons across the country. Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya stated this at a media party in Owerri as part of activities marking the 2022 Army Day celebration. Lieutenant General Yahya will express worry over the possession of arms by non-state actors and non-licensed individuals. Said that the National Center for Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons was working assiduously to checkmate the menace. He warned financiers of the arms and weapons to desist forthwith or be ready to contend with the army as the force will leave no stone unturned in fishing them out. General Yayali says some of the achievements of the army in the last 1 year, including the return of Nigerians in the northeast to their homes, the mass surrender of terrorists, and the reopening of all schools in the geopolitical zone, including the government girls' school, Chibok. Other achievements including foiling of kidnap plots and other forms of criminal activities and arrangement, and improving the welfare of the well-being of troops. Therefore called for concerted efforts by Nigerians to report suspected unlawful possession of firearms to the appropriate quarters, adding that the National Center for Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons is working tirelessly to stem the tide this time around with achieving positive results. Now welcome to our sports segment. Paris Saint-Germain have confirmed the departure of head coach Mauricio Pochettino after 18 months in charge. The exit of former Tottenham boss Pochettino, 50, has been expected for long, almost a month now, but has only just been confirmed. Former Nice manager Christophe Galtier is expected to replace the Argentine. Pochettino leaves PSG after giving and guiding them to a record equaling 10th French title, his first league success as a manager. The former PSG defender oversaw an unbeaten home record in the league season, ending the campaign with 16 wins in 19 games. Now to foreign stories. The Democratic Republic of Congo has declared its latest Ebola outbreak more than 2 months after the virus reemerged in the country. Details of this and others are presented by Deborah Adewi.
Health authority in the first Central Africa nation declared an epidemic in April in Mambawik in the northwestern Equator province. The World Health Organization said there were 4 confirmed cases and 1 probably case, of all of whom is dead. WHO Regional Director for Africa, Meshidosio Moit, said in a statement that the authority reacted rapidly, limiting the spread of Ebola with a vaccination campaign 4 days after the start of the outbreak. In another development, the latest attack occurred late on Sunday into early Monday morning in the province of Koze from the border of Retrieve, Central Mali. Regional Governor Babo Pierre Basiga said in a statement that the provisional death toll of the terrorist attack is 22 dead, several wounded and material damage. The statement added military forces have been deployed to the scene of and measures are in place to host those who fled to nearby cities. The situation in Mali has worsened since a separatist movement began in the country north in 2012. The insecurity has increasingly spread into neighboring Burkina Faso and Niger, as well as the wide region. Robert E. Kramer, the third A-22, was detained after a brief chase, police said. The gunman climbed on a roof, shooting randomly at spectators using a high-powered rifle. President Joe Biden said he was shocked by the violence, saying that it is the latest mass shooting to hit the U.S. as there has been one in every week this year. Mr. Kramer was detained after manhunt. He was referred to as a person of interest in the shooting. Deborah Adewi for OSBC News.
That ends the major report on OSBC TV. It was edited by Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. Babatunde Bola Tito is my name. Good night.